Hello friends, welcome back to Agida. Let us continue with the problematic part of the index properties of the soils. Okay, now see the question. It is under given that the plastic and liquid limit of a soil are 30% and 42% respectively. The prevent volume change from liquid limit. So I think this is the percentage volume change from a liquid limit to the dry state is 35% of the dry volume. Okay. The percentage of change from plastic to dry state is 22% of the dry value. If so, we have to determine shrinkage limit and the shrinkage ratio. Understand? So let us write down what is the given data. So it is given that corresponding to the plastic limit, what is the percentage given? 30%. So here if I write down in the decimals 0.30, I can write it down. Corresponding to the liquid limit, what is the percentage given? 42%. So I can write it down as 0.42, isn't it? 30% and 40%. And volume change from liquid limit to dry state is given as 35% of dry volume. The percentage volume change from liquid limit to the dry state. What is the percentage volume change? So this percentage I can say VL minus VD. With respect to dry state, so divided by VD, I can write it down. So that is given as 35%. So 0.35. So if I write down in a similar simplified way, what can I write it down? I can write it down VL minus VD. That will be equal to 0.35 VD, isn't it? Similarly, what they are given, plastic to the dry state is 22%. So plastic means volume at the plastic stage minus VD. That will be equal to 22%, it seems 0.22 VD. So what we have to find? We have to find out the shrinkage ratio, and also we have to find out the water content at the shrinkage limit, isn't it? Now, so for this, how can I find it down? I think we should draw a graph. So if I draw a graph, yeah. So on the x-axis, we are considering the water content. On the y-axis, we are considering the volume. And we know that up to the shrinkage limit, volume of the soil will not change. After that, if I draw a graph like this, isn't it? Now, we have the data up to the liquid limit. So I'm just extending this line. So let us consider this is nothing but a after shrinkage limit, plastic limit, then we are getting the liquid limit. Then corresponding to the plastic limit, we are representing with the volume at plastic limit. So here also what I'm doing, I'm just extending this line so that it will be clear. So corresponding to the liquid limit, we will consider this as the volume at the liquid limit. Corresponding to the shrinkage limit, we are considering it as the dry sample. Then, how can I find out the shrinkage limit? That's what the given question, isn't it? So what I'll say that we already know that this slope is constant, isn't it? Okay, suppose here, let me represent with different triangles. So first, let us consider this triangle, big triangle. So from here to here, what it means? It means the change in between VL minus VD. And here, liquid limit minus shrinkage limit. That is what your slope. So what I can write it down here? I can write it down that tan theta, that will be equal to, from here to here, what is the value? Nothing but a liquid limit minus volume at dry state divided by, along the x-axis, I can written as liquid limit minus shrinkage limit. That will be equal to. Now after that, you can consider the another triangle. Now consider this triangle. If you are considering this triangle, then what is your y ordinate? difference between plastic limit and the dry state. So that will be equal to, I can write it down, Vp minus Vt divided by, and here what I can write it down, Wp minus Ws. That's it. If you substitute the values, then we will get the answer. Now, VL minus VD, how much you know? 0.35 times VD. 0.35 times VD divided by, what is the liquid limit? 0.42. 0.42 minus shrinkage limit, that will be equal to, what is the plastic limit, my volumetric change between plastic limit and the dry state? It is given as 0.22 VD divided by, and what is the water content at plastic limit? It is given as 30%, so 0.30 minus Ws. We know that this one will get cancelled, so if you are solving this, then you will get the water content at shrinkage limit. So if you solve this, we will get it is around 0.097. So if you want to express this in terms of the percentage, then the value will be 9.7%. Don't be in a hurry that after seeing this value, you just concluded that it is 97%. That option maybe also will be there in the exam. But make sure that 1 and 2, so it will be nothing but a 9.7%. That's it. After that, we have to find out the shrinkage ratio. How can I find the shrinkage ratio? The formula is nothing but a volumetric change, that is V1 minus V2 divided by, with respect to dry volume, divided by corresponding to the 1 and 2 liquid limits into 100. Now we all know the corresponding values, then we can find out the value. Suppose 1, if I'm considering it as corresponding to the, which one? We can consider anything. Suppose let us say that I'm considering with respect to the shrinkage limit or plastic limit. Second one I am considering with respect to the shrinkage limit. So what is the V1? V1 is nothing but corresponding to the plastic limit. So V1, this is nothing but a VD. What is V1? Vp minus VD. So the change we have obtained it is around 0.22 VD divided by dry volume divided by, at plastic limit, what is the water content? 30%, 0.30. At shrinkage limit, the answer will be 0.097 into 100. So likewise, you can consider this liquid limit minus shrinkage limit also. First one as liquid limit and second one as shrinkage limit. Otherwise, you can consider it as plastic limit minus, liquid limit minus plastic limit. You can take any one possibility as 1 and 2. Always you will get the correct answer. Don't think about which one you should consider. So just do the subtraction part and tell me how much you will get. So if you are solving this, the shrinkage ratio you will obtain it to be 1.08. Understand? So this is also a formula oriented question, but maybe a little bit lengthier question, isn't it? Here always you have to take the correct values and you should represent it. So here there may be a possibility that calculation mistakes may be possible, but you should avoid it. Okay. Now move on to the next question. I hope it is very easy problem, direct oriented. So they're given liquid limit is given, plastic limit, liquid limit, what plastic limit, and also they are given IF. What is meant by IF? Flow index. So what they are asking? They are asking us to find the toughness index. How can I find the toughness index? That is nothing but a plasticity index to the flow index. What is plasticity index? Liquid limit minus plastic limit divided by flow index. That will be equal to. So here remember that here if you are taking this in terms literally in terms of the percentage. So liquid limit 50 minus 35 divided by flow index is nothing but a 20. That will be equal to 15 by 20 is how much? Isn't it? So just this type of questions I can ask you for the one more question. So here you will get it as around 0.75. Okay. Direct formula oriented problem. Next. So a sample of the soil has following properties. That means liquid limit they have given, plastic limit also given, shrinkage limit also given. What they're asking, natural moisture content is also given. They are asking us to find the consistency index. So if you remember, Normally, we are going to find different types of indices. So corresponding to the consistency index, you also have the liquidity index. So here, in general, while studying, you can remember them correctly, but while application, you may confuse it. Like there are different parts, I'll tell you now. So before moving on to that, let me just represent the diagram. Along the X, I'm representing the water content. Along the Y, I'm representing the volume of the soil sample. So up to shrinkage limit, your volume won't change, and then it will increase linearly. So here it will be plastic limit, shrinkage limit, and let me consider it as a liquid limit. So there are two indices like consistency index, let me represent with IC, liquidity index, so let me consider with IL. So for these two formulas, for consistency index, WL minus W divided by IP. For liquidity index, the value will be W minus WP divided by IP. So again, in denominator, both are same, plasticity index only, but in the numerator, either it will be WL minus W or W minus WP. W is nothing but a water content. By this, you can understand that your natural water content is somewhere here. Okay. Remember that if you are finding liquidity index, take the opposite side. This is what their liquidity index. Always remember, you have to take the opposite side. Remember this point. That means you have to start from here and you have to go in the backward direction. That means W minus WP. So if you remember this logic, we don't commit the mistake. So based on this, you can represent this also WL. Liquid where liquid limit is given as how much? 50, 35, sorry, I think this is another problem. 50, 30, 22, isn't it? Liquid limit is given as 50 minus natural water content, how much they are given? 35%. 35 divided by liquid limit minus plastic limit. Liquid limit is 50 minus what is the plastic limit? Plastic limit is given as 30. That's it. How much you are getting? 15 divided by 20. So if you are solving this, I think 0.75, isn't it? 0.75. So just remember like this, either you are finding consistency index or liquidity index. For finding liquidity index, go in the opposite direction away from the liquid limit. Then you will get the liquidity index. For consistency index, go towards the liquid limit. So by using this logic, we can decrease our mistakes. Okay. In the next class, let us solve some more problems. Thank you.